Hi guys, this is Stella and your quickly tips about Bali. Today we're going to be talking about transport. So I'm going to be sharing some tips with you how to get around Bali and also some tips on car and scooter rental. The first thing you have to consider about Bali that Bali is not as small as some people might think. For those of you who have been to Hawaii, Oahu, Bali is a couple of times bigger than Oahu. So you can imagine it's not a small island at all. That's why for most of the times when you want to get around Bali, you will need some transportation. And Bali is not really meant to be like walked around because there are almost no sidewalks. And even where there are some sidewalks, you will be definitely seeing some scooters using those sidewalks. So you need to rent a scooter or a car or use a taxi. Most of the people who come to Bali, they rent a scooter. The scooter is probably the best idea for several reasons. First of all, it's cheap. If you rent a scooter for 1 month, it's gonna cost you like 50, 60, 70 US dollar. This is pretty cheap. If you rent by day, depends where you rent it, it should be something between $3 and $5 per day. Still cheap, right? Another reason why is it a good idea to rent a scooter, because it's more convenient to get around. Bali has some kind of traffic, sometimes it can get really bad, so if you are in the car and you are not familiar with like shortcuts or the way how people drive here, you will be spending more time in traffic than if you are on the scooter. In some parts of Bali, like Canggu, Kuta, Seminyak, Ubud as well, streets are narrow, so it's easier to get around. In scooters, it's easier to find the parking. The rental scooters are automatic and they are like really easy to ride. It's just almost like bicycle. You just use the accelerate and brake, that's it. To rent a scooter, if you stay in the tourist area, just look around, you will definitely see on the main streets like signs like scooter for rent. You can also ask in your guest house or just like basically anywhere. Driving in Bali can be a little bit chaotic and sometimes even dangerous because people don't really follow any rules. They don't really respect each other on the road, and this is unfortunately true. But if you go slowly, carefully, just let everyone do whatever crazy stuff they do and just watch out for everyone, you will be safe. But don't ever leave anything in the trunk of your scooter if it's valuable to you, especially in the tourist areas. Wallets, phones, some other stuff, sometimes even clothes, they get stolen all the time. Helmets get stolen too. So basically, if you want to lose your helmet, ask your rental guide to show you how to lock your helmet in your trunk when you are leaving your scooter parked. And one more thing about the scooter, especially for girls, if you are driving around with your purse hanging on your shoulder, that's not a good idea at all. The bags are being snatched all the time, especially if it's like smaller street and it's dark and it's an evening. So if you have a purse or any kind of stuff, or a bag, just put it in the trunk or just use something that's really secure. And the last tip, you should definitely use the Google Maps to drive around Bali, because most of the sightseeing spots, most of the cafe and restaurants, especially popular ones, they are all on the Google, and you can easily get around using the Google Map. It's much more convenient than asking locals because sometimes they give you wrong directions. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If yes, then thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more video tips about Bali.